So Tracy, I want to hit on this topic of how we are in the market right now, and then what we see going into or through the rest of 2021. What are you seeing and what are you feeling? Feet on the street kind of feel of the real estate market in Albuquerque.
Sure. So I feel like, I don't know your stats, so we'll see.
That's
You've got
why
a
I know we need to
year-over-year
compare
chart
notes.
here.
I've got numbers, but she's got like real world.
Yeah. What I see is things are typical for this time of year. Things are flattening out, not as frenzied. We have maybe a few more homes on the market, still less than probably in previous years.
In like all time, okay, not all time, but in the long. I mean, yeah.
And buyers, not as much competition for a house. Instead of 20 offers, maybe there's 3 or 4 offers. But buyers are still, taking on more and taking things as is. Or
when you say it's slowed down, you don't. I mean, it's still. If I look at the data tells me that we are in extreme seller's market territory in the sense that we have very little supply and there's still a lot of buyers out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just am saying seasonally it has slowed a little. It's still really, really busy, but we are seeing like it's back to school time. We're seeing that people are probably preoccupied with getting kids back in school, getting in a new routine, figuring out the latest mask stuff and whether they're at their office or at home working.
Yep.
And I think it's seasonal. It's normal. It's just not quite as frenzied as it has been, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So I pulled up the data.
So what's the data say now that you're already challenging me?
No, it's good. I just pulled up for, this is just a first look at August numbers since we're not quite done with the month yet, but give a basic idea. The thing I'm seeing is the inventory is down 15% from a year ago. And of course, a year ago, August.
Wait, say that again.
Inventory.
A number of properties on the market.
Thank you for clarifying that. I'm sorry. I speak this, realtor talk, realtor lingo.
I'm sure our listeners know what you're talking about, but you said that so fast, and I think a lot of people have heard the news lately that more homes are on the market.
There's been a lot of headlines, special national headlines saying that the market's slowing down and there's more homes coming on the market. But it's like, okay, it's all relative. Yes, more homes are coming on the market, but when you're in an extreme deficit like we were back in June, May, or April, it's really April is really when we hit bottom, and then we've been building ever so slightly ever since. But we're still in an extreme low supply situation.
So you said the stat was?
The stat was there's 15% less homes on the market this year, same time versus last year.
Perfect. Thank you.
Got it. And of course, last year was, we were very down. And the thing that's interesting, the number of homes coming on the market is about equal to last year. The number of homes that are going under contract, meaning, getting a pending offer, it's up a little bit over last year, which is interesting because last year, August was really busy.
Off the charts, yeah.
It was off the charts. So it's still busy out there. And I saw a national presentation about the overall housing market. And one of the things that really jumped out at me was they expect 2021 to be the 5th or 6th, I think it was the 5th, going to be the 5th busiest busiest, not the right word. The total number of home sales is going to be the 5th
largest
most ever in history.
Okay.
And all indication is that is not going to change going into 2022 too. And so talking about the end of the year, right?
Yeah. So I know you and I, we sit over coffee in the morning and talk real estate, right? So we were having what's the end of the year going to be like? Do we ever not talk real estate? Yeah.
I'm trying to remember a day lately in the last, no, I don't think we do. Okay.
Yeah. What the next 4 months hold, what we believe, right?
Yeah.
And what do you think?
I think it's, one thing I wanted to address, and this will go into that, is home prices have, I'm going to call flattened out. We haven't seen the appreciation or the prices jumping up as much as we did. And that's pretty normal this time of year. Prices kind of flatten out and kind of stay just kind of level through. So people that are listing their home prices thinking, oh, prices are just keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. You may want to be careful because we have seen more price reductions, meaning people are maybe getting ahead of themselves on list prices. We're seeing that with new construction. We're seeing that with resale as well, where we're starting to see prices kind of come down because they've tried to push them up a little higher than maybe the market can support right now. And I suspect what's going to happen going through the end of the year is prices are going to, maybe tick up slightly, but I think they're going to stay relatively level. Definitely don't see a slide backwards for sure.
Right.
And then, number of home sales, I think it's going to continue to stay strong. Buyer demand is going to stay strong. The latest stats from the Mortgage Bankers Association talking about home purchase mortgage applications, which is a very great early indicator of buyer demand. It just ticked up again last week. So there's interest rates, right? We can talk about interest rates, but it doesn't appear, even with the stuff going on with the Fed, it doesn't appear that mortgage interest rates are going to change much anytime soon.
Right. So there you have it. And most of that is fairly seasonal, similar, right? We do see typically every year from about now, we kind of talk about the state fair and balloon fiesta and just between now and the end of the year, typically every year, we have kind of a nice steady, nothing goes up, prices don't go up. Actually, they usually pull down a little bit, right? Price per square foot.
Slightly.
So we may not see that this year.
Yeah. Hard to say. I just don't, I don't see any big shift in prices sliding backwards. And, if you've got forbearance in the back of your mind as I'm talking about this and all the coming foreclosures, we're not going to go there today. We've talked about that before, but there really doesn't look like there's going to be any major flood of homes coming on the market from people that need to do a distress sale. So.